Yahoo!
Yahoo! Hello everybody, it's me.
Headphone?
And new headphones. It's
You got the
really nice.
red versus blue over here.
Yes, left
In honor of
means
that
blue,
studio.
red means right. I'll tell you about it in a second. Welcome back to the Holy Trinity, a podcast. I am Mario, or Deo, or Zephros.
Maldeo. I am Luigi. Luigi.
Luigi.
That was barely a word
Luigi
play.
from China. Haha. the
What
bootleg.
call Mario?
Yeah, the bootleg
careful.
Luigi from China.
My name Luigi Z.
How do you spell Luigi in Mandarin?
Luigi.
Yeah, Louis.
Hey, Princess Peach, you got small eyes.
Big
Big
eyes,
face.
small face. I like.
Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
get your
I still don't
interdimensional?
know, okay?
I just went, oh yeah, you have small eyes.
Like Toad.
That's alright, my bad.
Toad has small eyes, big face.
Yeah.
Big head, small face.
Welcome back to another episode. Yes.
This is Bowser.
What
Bowser and
Jack
Princess
Black.
Peach.
Oh, Bowser, Jack Black.
Whoa.
Hey, it works, boys. It works.
Gosh. Yes. All right. Do you want to know
Yeah.
about my headphones?
Yeah.
So
What's
these are
going
cool.
on?
I found them on eBay. These are nice Sony CD900 STs. They're like the Japanese domestic version of the MDR 7506s, but they have different drivers, so they sound
CD900.
different. Yeah,
CD's nut.
exactly.
ST. Stereo.
So they're good.
They're nice. They're like novelty items for me, and I guess for most people. But they're cool because like they use them in Japanese studios instead of the MDRs. It's what they go to. So if you look at a music video of a studio in Japan, they'll be using these to monitor shit.
Would they use them in the first take? That's
They do.
That's the thing that
That
I
is
watch.
fair.
Yeah.
Facts. You would have seen these.
Yeah.
And
Do they use
Cool.
them in the Kojima documentary where they listen to grime?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
But Kojima was in America, so maybe not. Oh, so yeah, these are cool. Made in Japan, while the other ones made in Thailand. Fuck you, Thailand.
Whoa.
It's a real Japanese Nihongo moment. It makes my inner weeb happy. And they're not foldable, unlike the MDRs.
Kawaii.
And wired cable with straight to 1/4 inch, so that's cool, but maybe inconvenient for some cases. No coiled. I hate coils. Do you like coils
As in, like,
for headphones?
What?
they have a place.
Yeah, but most of the time I use them. They're annoying.
The what? Like what?
They're coiled cables.
Yeah, I have to
Like,
use fucking.
these fuckers.
Yeah, I have to fucking use them for my bloody walkie-talkie. I'm not my radio for at work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like
hate
heavy
them.
and they get in the way, like my cock.
Also, people never know how to like
Hold them or like
put
roll
them. Because they get fucked up because
Yeah.
people don't understand.
You don't get it, man.
I still get
I
it,
think
man.
coils work if it doesn't go anywhere. It's a static object. You just plug it in that one place. But they use coils on all the location sound kits, and it gets everywhere.
Like sand.
Sand, yeah, like sand. Yeah, coils gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got these for a good price. It goes $200
price.
US retail. I got this one on eBay, kind of lightly used, almost brand new, with extra pads with the red and blue. That's cool. Cause the MDR pads are like thin as. These ones are nicer.
Yeah.
For $199 AUD.
Rocking.
Damn, that's like
That's-
half,
Is it half? Maybe.
almost half.
In today's exchange rate, maybe.
Yeah.
Because if not for it buying used, you have to import them from Japan with that $200 US price tag.
Yeah.
A good deal.
That's real. That's
Nice find. You can try it out if you want in a bit. See how it sounds.
Blue bolt on the left, brash
Mhm.
on the right.
Oh, speaking of importing stuff and expensive, I went to the Le Seraphim store.
yes.
It was great. It was like lining up for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe.
Did you
Because
get the exclusives?
nah, because there was way too many fucking people. I was definitely not in the first
Dang.
100. It was like I was like, yeah, because I was like 2 hours away. The line, there's no way else to do it. Yeah. It did give me a chance to finish the show Invincible though, which I guess I'll talk about in a second. So that was a good part of it. But yeah, I was so fucking tired. I got up early. I barely slept the previous night because someone came over and we played cards together.
You should go to bed by
No, it was my fault. No, we were playing a stupid. Actually, I found like a party game in my room, and it was just like it was very weird. Like the premise was fine or whatever, but like I don't know if it was made by like who were like because all of the like it was really poorly written. Like all of the English was really bad, and we couldn't.
What was it all bad? Was one typo.
There was one. I think there was a couple. I don't know, but like still, that's more than you'd expected. Like
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
they would quality check that maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of goofy though. It's probably more fun with more people, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be like a group, a circle of people.
It's definitely
a circle, right?
And they're meant to be in the same room as well. Because we're also playing with Thomas, and Thomas is not in the same room.
Yes, through the interwebs. Yeah. Back to the Eastern world.
Out of the 2 games that you've played recently, how does it rank with Star Wars Rebellion?
I mean, Star Wars Rebellion, I'd say that's more long-winded, right? You know, it's a more it's a longer game. There's more strat to it. More deep thinking, military strategic moves going on. Well, I could say the same things about this card game, but it's much more convenient in that it's a card game.
That's true.
And you don't have to think too much, or as much as Star Wars.
Yeah. It starts to employ military tactics, of course.
It's all about the mind games.
But yeah,
right?
It's all about, You're going to break your enemy's mind.
Break their leg.
Besides your legs.
For sure.
The brain is stored in the legs.
And I reckon I'm going to get a Cyberpunk game. Because there's a new Cyberpunk game dropping. And looked at the pre-order, it looks really fucking cool.
It's like a part of the original RPG?
Yeah. All of the Cyberpunk stuff is all in the same universe. Yeah. Like the original thing and then the game and whatever. The video game and stuff. But this one's like, I think, based on the anime.
Oh, okay.
Which I still need to finish. I only got like 2 episodes into. It was apparently one of the best shows of the year it came out. So like
last year. People have been recommending. I was like, damn, I'll watch it someday.
Yeah. And you can play the game.
I'm a contrarian. I never watch the thing when it comes out. I'm like, people say it's good. All right, I'll watch it 3
Wait,
years
now
later.
you watch everything when it comes out because you have to.
But it's not a good thing. We're watching the shit that comes out just because it comes out.
Yeah.
See, when something good and new comes out and people are like, oh, you gotta watch this, dude. I'll be like, all right, I'll do that in 3 years.
Yeah.
Unless it's part of our list of things.
Which I'm trying to keep that.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, I'm trying to keep it like, I don't really like looking at if it's good or not. I want us to be objective.
Yeah, but
so
that's what
I won't tell you like
normal people are like, oh, the show's not good. I'm not gonna watch it.
Because
we're
professional reviewers, mate. So we go, oh, something's coming out. We'll watch it, even if it's shit.
Okay, shit.
Yeah.
It cleanses the palate.
And then, but sometimes because I go to the cinema like twice a week, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll usually watch the one movie and then I'll watch something that's apparently good, maybe, or something that interests me. So yeah, but yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so we're the ones who tell the people what to watch. You know,
the 3 people who are listening. You made a cock sucking motion there.
Yeah. I was gonna...
Oh, so anyway, sorry, I've got completely sidetracked. Yeah, I went to the Seraphim store.
You did.
Man, shit's crazy. Everything is so expensive. I only assume it's like super expensive because of like imports and shit.
Well, there's gonna be an import and a markup.
Yeah, and a bit of a markup. But yeah, holy shit, everything's like
Is it over 80?
it's like it's like designer clothes prices.
Dang. Is it designer quality? Well, designer ain't that quality.
You can
either,
like
so-
have a feel if you want. Like I
Is
don't
it
know.
a
What do you?
nice hoodie?
I think it's really nice. Like
Okay.
I can hold on. Let me give you a spin. It's got some nice
Spin.
Japanese
Oh,
on
you
the
gotta
back.
give up the rundown.
yeah.
You got that stripes
Oh
on
my
the
god,
side.
where's your
says,
ass?
Says flame rises on the back.
with a little.
A little hangul, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like
Hangul, whatever the fuck.
hiragana.
Yeah. That ain't hiragana.
No, look.
There's
There
hiragana.
is a little bit. I
Oh
don't know if it's
damn,
hiragana.
they're repping both of the easts.
And some English, which
Yeah,
is also another one of these.
There's
English
also,
is-
Oh, I
there's
realized you
also
couldn't
the-
hear me when I the entire time.
I was
talking.
describing.
Oh, you were describing. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
You got crocodiles in the front.
What?
See those? Those look like crocodile. The logo on the left.
Oh,
Those
I
are
guess
not
so.
crocodiles.
That's not really. Yeah,
No, they're alligators, mate. Get it right.
Oh yeah, they got longer beaks.
I've been fighting crocodiles for 60 hours in Origin.
Yay!
I reckon after I finish all the Assassin's Creed games, by the way, I'll do like some. I have to do a video. I have to, right? Like, otherwise, it's never be worth it. I have
Go
to be
ahead,
like
yeah. Assassin's
a
Creed,
retrospective
more
on the
like
entire franchise.
ass in the band Creed.
Well, like the interesting thing about it is like, I guess Assassin's Creed is just probably my favorite video game franchise. Even though like
Mm,
some of it's terrible, but like I kind of like it though. Like
you like the assassin?
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's like half the time I'm just like sometimes I'm just bored as hell, and I'm just like I hate going through doing this completion shit. But then other times it's like
Mad.
yeah, it's mad. And like I think a big part of it is just because the history shit, like all the
Yeah,
different
right.
locations, and like it's always beautiful. I guess that kind of
Beautiful.
Do you really like
Pretty
the
good.
Assassin's Creed the concept and games? Even
Yeah.
though the games sometimes are shit.
yeah, like gameplay. This not necessarily as much as the actual
Uh-huh.
thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Also, fuck Ubisoft anyway. It's Ubisoft.
Damn.
Do you guys
French
have
people.
any like thing like that, like something you hate, but you keep doing it and you kind of like it? You know, maybe it's like you hate it so like you hate it, but you just keep doing it so much that you eventually like it.
Is that a guilty pleasure or like a
Maybe it is like yeah. Actually, maybe it is a guilty pleasure.
Probably not something I do repetitively, or it's not something I do in the regular. But I have my guilty pleasure shows, you know, my guilty pleasure
Yeah.
anime. I'm like, this is shit anime. So anime TD. I'm like, all right, but this reminds me of a better time in my life. So I
Yeah.
like it.
You should feel guilty about being a weeb. Keep that.
I
You got to
do
keep
too.
that shit buried. Yeah.
I'm boring as hell, man. I can't think of it.
Well, how about like shit songs that you like?
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I have some. of those, I think.
Oh. Aftershock by Mackie G.
Yo, that's
fucking
like
shit
G
EDM.
Mac in reverse.
G Mac, but yeah, it's
Mackie
Mackie G. And I tell you what, if you do want to get lit on it, it might sound good. Don't really sound that good, but if you don't think about it, it's a banger. So I want to not like the song, but it's a cheeky one.
Gangnam Style is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Speaking
Oh
of
yeah.
Gangnam
There's.
Style,
I mean, there's some K-pop that's just like shit, but it's kind of
like that one Lisa song. But it's not a guilty pleasure, just shit.
nah. I think it's fun. It's a fun like I don't know.
It sounds like the horns sound like farts,
That's just because that's what you sound like.
and they're annoying.
You're horny and you fart.
Yeah, it's something I do, but
I mean, the funny thing with K-pop is like sometimes some songs you be listening to like this makes no sense, like lyrically or
Yeah,
whatever. But it's
But
kind of
it's
just like
funny.
fun, yeah.
it's crazy like that.
Actually, that's like most. I feel like most guilty pleasure things is like something that's just bad, but it's fun. Like that. That's the
Yeah.
ultimate. That's kind of
Like
usually the bottom
anime
line.
titties.
Yeah, you get some
Yeah.
enjoyment out of it. Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Oh, there was another the segue that I went into that I need to explain. Oh, I finished Invincible season 2. I should add it to my list. It's good, very good. Big thumbs up. The finale's like kind of like I don't know if it was as strong as the first season with him finding his dad, but it goes like pretty emotionally dark places to like pretty cool.
And I finished that off in my head with Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. I'd be fighting Secret Wars all my life. Yeah, Invincible's not as good as Secret Invasion.
Not as good as Secret Invasion.
All my life I had to fight.
Yeah. I can't say can I say spoilers? I mean, it's been out for a little bit. I don't know.
Light
your call, buddy.
Light spoilers.
Okay, yeah. I'll give a light spoiler warning. But the final battle, it goes into like multiverse shit. And they go to universes that maybe you'll know. Such as some superhero universes. But they can't quite do it. So they have to be like... There's like one point where he's talking to a character, but they have to kind of show him off screen and you see his cape a little bit because I guess that's the way they got around the licensing and stuff like that.
It's gonna be the...
I won't give it away for you, so you do. But there's also, they go to like other... Because if you know who the writer of the comic, of the Invincible comic and TV show, Robert Kirkman is, he did another really, really popular comic book and TV series that maybe they'll visit, perhaps, and see some zombies, maybe.
And vampires.
No, that's not Morbius. But there's something that we watched that was similar to Morbius.
Oh, yeah.
Madam Web.
I think I watched one other thing. I watched Heartbreak High Season 2. Have you heard about this?
Have I heard about it?
Did you watch it?
Hell no.
Oh.
He hates it. He hates gay.
Wait, why do you hate Heartbreak High?
I don't.
What was it? Why were you
saying?
No,
I said it. I said, "Oh, he hates Heartbreak High." You got bamboozled.
Bam. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think it was okay. Like it was good, but like not amazing. Like remember, I think I reviewed the first season on here when I watched that, like last year, and it was really, really fucking good. Like actually, like one of my favorite shows in that year. And then the second season, I feel like the writers completely didn't understand why the first season was so special, and then it just tried to do like an Australian version of Sex Education, and that's just sort of like what the show felt like. And I'm like.
Asian biscuit, governor.
I have friends who want to do sleepovers and watch it, and I'm like, I'm not a part of that. I'm sorry.
Have you seen the first season?
No.
You should watch it. It's so good.
He hates.
You'll be like crying, like by the end of the first. Like it's actually like traumatic. That show.
Are you scared of experiencing such emotions?
Yeah, like that show. Like actually,
I'm not scared of it.
Do you know what it's about?
No.
It's just about like Australian high schoolers doing shit.
Doing mad shit.
Yeah,
like robbing a.
It's like pretty much like Australian Sex Education, but like I feel like it gets more with this first season. It gets like more serious and gets into some pretty because Sex Education's not really serious. Sometimes they'll do like emotional movements,
topics, right?
But like season 2 is very very similar to Sex Education to the point where like because it's a Netflix show, I felt like Netflix might have been. Go more in the direction of our other popular show with similar themes. So the second season's the first season's like it deals with a bunch of stuff, including like serious topics. Yeah, I won't spoil it, I guess, because you might end up. I don't know if you're gonna watch it at this funny sleepover.
Or maybe it's being like me, where people say, "Oh, this good show. Okay, I'll watch it in 3 years."
Yeah, but like this is like not. I mean, well, I'm the one telling you though. I'm the only one telling you to watch it.
I mean, I get the
and I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, like with season 2, I have a lot of thoughts about this season. It's like way too close to Sex Education, to the point where like they introduced this guy. So they kind of have like they literally have a sex education class. It's kind of the premise of the show.
Okay.
Right. And then they introduce a rival class for the lads.
Yeah, boys.
Because the lads are like, yeah, we gotta reclaim our masculine, but it goes like too silly with it to this leading into like hyper masculine stereotypes, which is like funny, but then they becomes part of like the main plot, even though it's not the main plot, and it's like, okay, we get it, and to the point where the teacher is like just a villainous, evil, cackling villain, like it's a bit too silly.
They're not being self-aware there.
He is more.
Well, like it's being too yeah, they're not being.
They're being too.
They're just being. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's just a little bit too silly, and then you can't really make it. They can't really. They try to do something similar to because the first scene's like kind of like it's a comedy, right? But like it gets serious more towards the end, where they'll drop a huge bombshell of something that's been happening in like the background the whole time that was really serious. And this season, they kind of try to do that at the end, except there's a dumbass twist that feels out of fucking what's that show called? Home and Away?
Home Alone.
It's like stupid ass fucking drama. They're trying to like solve like a crime mystery and thing. Like it's really dumb, and the reveal's not good. And yeah, I'm actually very disappointed because the first season was like actually like because I wasn't expecting anything when I watched the first season, and then it got actually like really good. And then this season just like an average sex education season, which I guess it's not the worst thing. Like you'll still get entertained, but like
we already have that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But it is one big plus is it is Australian. Like it's very Australian. So I think if you like
go the boys
so much essays, like the essays are a huge part of the show.
Oh my god, that reminds me of a segue into a dream I had, but continue.
Oh yeah, that's gonna kind of like the wrap up of that. I do still recommend this show, especially just watch the first season. Even like the first season's still incredible.
Yeah,
and I reckon you would enjoy it because you're Australian. Like you live in Australia. Like
I am partly
so you experience the culture. Yeah, I do it for the culture.
Yeah, do it for the culture.
Do it for the culture. Anyway, yeah, you wanna talk about your stuff.
Talk about your dream.
I dreamed that the free body problem alien invasion happened with the giant eye over the earth.
Damn, Sauron.
Damn, yeah. What's it called? Yeah, the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah.
And then I went up to the alien spaceship with a M14 and started shooting aliens.
Hey, real
that's
American.
just fucking
first-person shooter looking ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like some
real American shit.
Sometime during this like half an hour's worth of me shooting aliens, my cat was there.
Yeah.
And I learned that my cat used to be a grey parrot with a yellow head that turned into my cat.
Yes.
That was that, and then I went back to shooting aliens.
How does this relate to the essays?
And then I met the Avengers.
Yeah, how does this relate to the essays?
Yeah, I then I met Iron Man, and Iron Man was also helping shoot aliens.
Like the Avengers.
Yeah.
And then at some point, the alien spaceship turned into like a multi-level school building.
I was going to say a multi-level marketing scheme.
And then it turned to a
school shooting now.
Well, and then I was shooting up Mexican mafia people who had teamed up with the local group of essays.
I wonder if that taps into some deeper hatred towards Mexican people. Yeah.
Well, I think you just mashed up a bunch of movies.
Sides, people. And literally, and then I just kept shooting them. I killed a bunch of essays and Mexican mafia, drug cartel people who were working for the aliens.
It's projection of all the things you hate in life. Essays, Mexicans.
I literally dreamed myself aiming down the sights like in COD.
Damn.
And then I think he just combined a bunch of movies into one plot of his dream.
And then I woke up.
And he was Rambo.
I was Rambo.
Yeah. And did you wake up and tell yourself, damn, that was a good dream?
Yeah.
I remembered every single detail. I don't think I missed a single detail.
You gotta write it in your dream journal.
Yeah.
You should actually, you always bring out dreams. You should write a dream journal.
You should.
Also because I've been sleep deprived this week, I think. So my dreams have been getting kind of vivid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you what felt like a dream. The one other thing I watched this
Life
week,
could be a dream.
which was Late Night with the Devil, which
yes.
I talked to Dio about earlier, but it's also cool because Australia, written by Australians. I think Victoria government did something with it. Maybe they shot it here.
They gave funding,
maybe gave it funding. I
Because
reckon.
it's
Yeah.
always because the Victorian government. If you see the movie with or at least a Victoria short movie, it's because they're giving away funding.
Because it also said like
people can apply
Screen
for it,
Australia at the start with the logos, I think.
Yeah, they missed they give funding. I
Yeah.
think. So you can apply for funding.
Yeah.
Thank you, base Dan Andrews, who isn't in government
Yeah.
anymore, but
Thank you, Dan Andrews.
Supporting local art. Let's go.
But yeah, great movie. I don't think it quite beats the first Omen in terms of scares and stuff, but if you want to see a really fucking well-made horror movie and you're like, damn, because like the whole thing is, it's like pretending that it starts off as like a documentary of like, we're looking at this like talk show host back in the 70s or something.
Yeah.
It was like super popular, but then everything went weird one day. We've uncovered the footage of the final episode of the show, and then you just watch it, and it's done like you're watching a fucking, what do you call them, talk show.
Yeah,
so they've like shot it like that, just so faithfully done. Looks like it's in the 70s and all of that. Great stuff. They got the live studio audience. They got the stuff, but it's a horror movie, and it gets like weirder and weirder shit happens, and maybe stuff with the devil, as you might guess by the title there. And it gets like weird and experimental towards the end and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And I think if you want to see, firstly, something, Australian, which I'm always saying go do, because
Aussie.
Because oi. Well, you know how every fucking concert you ever go to, if it's a foreign, especially if it's like a foreign artist, they'll be like, they just love it. They fucking love it.
Because there's I guess the USA chant is just USA.
Yeah.
Forever. Is there a Kiwi chant?
They do the haka.
Yeah, the artists do the haka.
Yeah. Everyone does it.
Everyone does it.
I wanted to say that, but no, that's not right. I shouldn't say it. But you said it for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
That's probably Eric. That's why Eric Nam loved these. You know, he did he spent like ages in New Zealand, according to his Instagram. He's just like going on an adventure.
The Hobbit shit.
Yeah, he was the Hobbit. He was going on an unexpected journey.
Aussie.
Well, she actually has her own like unique like chant for this. Like in Sydney, I know she has like the Sydney chant thing.
Well, because
she might have from Melbourne. I can't remember.
From Melbourne, she says Sydney sucks.
Boo Sydney.
Probably
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
It's always the Melbourne.
Well, I don't want to imagine Taylor Swift doing a haka, but
it'd be funny. It'd be as funny as Greg's mom doing the gritty.
The Hobbit's doing the gritty.
Sorry, what was the train? Yeah, so watch Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
If you just want to see good Australian movie, and also just like if you like if you're into the whole how movies are made sort of thing, which I think you guys are.
Movies.
Yeah, this is like a cool one just to see like, wow, they made this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's some brief controversy relating to that movie. Is the posters. Some of them were.
Not posters, so it's like graphics
material?
within the movie. So like Be Right Back and stuff. Apparently that's AI generated.
Yeah. That in the movie.
Yeah, so like I don't even really like I do like I remember them, but like I think they look, I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think there's any justification for it. Like they should have just got people to make them.
They got the
like
budget.
I don't really I don't really understand because like
unless
thinking back,
bamboozled by the artist.
it's not like a Secret Invasion type thing where they want something weird and like they're kind of just pretty.
They're pretty just like 70s style.
Yeah, with like owls or whatever for Halloween, but like they're not like super surreal or anything. So, like, yeah, they should have just got artists for that. I don't really understand why I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah.
Someone in the pipeline was like, "I'm not gonna pay someone to do this, or I'm not gonna do my job." So here you go.
Yeah.
But a bit of iffy, questionable thing. Something to not do in the future, lads.
Yeah, probably don't do that.
Keep that in mind, industry.
I guess, take back what I said. Boycott the movie then.
Boycott the Victorian government.
Dan Andrews, even though you're not in power.
Get Dan Andrews out of there. I bet there's still people shouting like cracking sack Andrews and.
Well, there's still those fucking lockdown protests. It's like,
oh yeah,
bro, it's not. I was about to check my watch and go, it's 2024.
3 years, 2 years. Are they still shouting "fuck Dan"?
I don't know, but they're like, it's gone down to like 4 people now.
Yeah,
it's actually
last
fucking.
Time I saw them, it's just like.
If I did that, I'd actually be embarrassed. Like, there's no like, that's rough.
Gotta keep the movement alive, brother.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's just crazy.
The movement's gotta start with you.
All right.
Accelerate, vroom vroom.
Was there anything else?
Oh, I was in a short film shoot.
Oh yeah.
For a little horror thingy, horror.
Well, are you allowed to?
I didn't sign an NDA, so.
Cool.
So I'm not gonna spoil the movie. I'm not gonna name drop it, but I'll tell you about it.
Tell us about the post-credit scene.
Company?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
But I'll tell you about it. Don't think there's a post-credit.
Yeah.
But it's
who's the director? Can we know?
I'll tell you later if you want.
Okay,
yeah. Be safe. No name dropping. But it's a little police investigative short. But whoever they're what do you call it?
Investigating.
Interrogating.
Interrogating. Yeah.
It's a funny spooks person.
Ooh.
And they do a little spooky.
A little spooky. Do they do a little spooky dance maybe? A little. They're
initially in a crime scene where everyone else is dead except for this person, and they take them in and then do a bit of a. Where are you from?
They just got a fucking classroom skeleton.
Skeleton.
So where were you on this day?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then there's gonna.
The suspect is not dead. They are the only one alive in the crime scene.
See.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of similar to the Late Night with the Devil.
But
they get this girl who's like the survivor of something. She's the last person to have been in a thing, and then she goes on the talk show. Actually, I should really spoil that. But yeah.
Ha ha ha.
I didn't sign an NDA either.
True. You bought a ticket and you saw the movie.
Yeah.
Light flicker.
Or no, maybe.
Wait, can you tell us like a release date?
Or I don't know when it's releasing.
Well, judging by shooting now,
and
2 years.
Short film,
1 year, 6 months,
9
months, like a baby.
Well, considering the graphic work.
How long do short films go? Well, I'm guessing maybe at least a couple of months, maybe up to a year. Yeah. Seems like their last movie was last year.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna tell me more about this off air, I guess.
I will.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I got to be in a somewhat professional shoot, or professional as in these other people are getting paid, but I'm not.
Was this what you were posting on your story?
Yeah.
Where you were posting girl dinner and you had a beer?
Yeah,
they
a beer
provided
and
beer?
well, that was post shoot. We were wrapped. So I'm like, all right. They gave up beers. So like, cool.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, you did sort of get paid in food and drink.
Well, that's to be expected at shoot. You're supposed to get lunch and dinner. Catering, yeah.
Yeah.
Catering was good. We got on the first day we got a rolled.
A what?
Rolled.
Oh yeah.
A Vietnamese thing, but it was an open buffet, so I could take as many as I want. That's great.
And no one tried to poison you like in the Titanic production.
No. And we got.
What?
This is the first I've heard of this.
Oh, come.
I guess this is a sign of a professional shoot. There's always the runner guy, and he'll always ask, "Do you want a coffee? Do you want water?" I'm like, all right, coffee, yeah.
Like fucking that dude in that movie that we watched, the Charlie.
So I guess that's one sign of a.
I mean, it could just be a very friendly guy.
Well,
it wasn't even someone working there. It was just a dude.
Just a random guy. But yeah, I think that's what runners do. They just go around and be like, "You want anything? You want anything? I'll get it." Because I have infinite budget for that, I guess.
Get me a gun.
and I'll shoot like Alec Baldwin.
Whoa.
Get me a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
That's
the armor is going to jail or something for that.
For having
A
loaded
fucking
bullets.
year later. But yeah.
Damn. That's still going, man.
High publicity,
what else
mate.
did I eat? I ate Domino's. They got Domino's for dinner.
Okay,
First
well,
day.
that's more of a downgrade, really.
Rolled Domino's. I guess rolled is a bit nicer.
Fresh food, veggies.
And then the next day we got a real roast chicken.
I remember Domino's is how Lachlan catered for his film production.
Yes. Yeah, and then I got girl dinner after the shoot, which is beer and Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I had Red Bull first, but then they gave out beer. I'm like, okay. Double up, boys.
Damn, that's real.
Red Bull.
You should have got the catering should have gotten grilled.
They should.
Yeah,
And
I
then
would have made it
call
for
you
you.
up, be like, yo, just make me a special one.
Yeah,
special
make you.
order.
Make you
Hey,
special.
come on, we can't be having fine casual.
Like casual
Dining.
meals.
We gotta have that fast. Yeah. We gotta have that bulk.
Hey, we'll get it out to you in like 7 minutes. It's not bad.
Mm. But I guess good thing is the general procedure of the shoot is not much different from a student short film. So I guess that's one thing the SAE got right. They got it down, kind of. I
Teach
just do
industry.
the thing. Yeah.
Did you get like this role through SAE connection?
Yeah. As a part of my work placement hours. Because they just suddenly came up and then the work placement coordinator was like, you want this? I'm like, cool, yeah.
Because I guess the company would have connection with SAE at the university, just to be like, if we ever need any student.
At least to like the coordinator somehow contacted them in some way.
My impression was that they contacted.
Oh really?
The coordinator.
Okay.
What were you doing on it? Was it Boom?
Yeah, doing Boom and sound mixer job. First day I was with another person doing Boom. Second day I'm booming and recording.
Okay, Boomer.
I'm a boomer.
Were you in the Metro booming?
No, not Google.
No. But if I remember, if I look at the union pay rate for Boom and like sound mixer operator, the sound mixer gets paid more.
Oh.
Or like the base rate's higher anyway.
And you got
Because
paid
I guess
nothing.
technically if it's a full shebang shoot, you get the proper card and everything with radios and holdbacks. Well, the boom guy's just booming. But in I think smaller shoots you do both and you get paid. I mean, I don't know if you get paid for both roles. You just get one pay.
Yeah.
Probably the higher one, but just one.
Hopefully, and they'll be nicer for those fellas. But yeah, cool. That's how it went. I'll tell you more about it. I sent you the script if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, I haven't actually read the script, but that's a real okay.
Script.
Huh?
But
so I can leak it. I haven't signed an NDA.
I didn't sign
Wait,
NDA.
I was gonna say, were you even allowed to leak the script?
Probably not advised, but I didn't sign anything, and I thought you might want to read it.
That's
so
true. I will read it.
Yeah.
Inside.
Mm-hmm. That's how it went.
That's how it was.
All right.
All right, let's
Review
move
time,
it
is
along. Yeah. Where do we want to start with? TV or movie?
The movie's pretty fresh in my mind. I watched it last night.
All right, you want to start with Abigail then?
Yeah.
All right, Abigail. This film, it's I don't remember who directed it, but it's I think the director of Ready or Not.
Here I come.
So yeah, stars. Bunch of people. I think the lead is Melissa Barrera or something, right? From Scream.
That's
yeah.
That's the name.
Yeah.
Melissa, definitely.
Who else was in this one? We had Catherine Newton, my girl.
Indeed.
Gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Guy that looks like Elon Musk,
From Canada.
but like if he was like a really muscular guy.
Elon Musk.
The Canadian Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Hi.
French Canadian. Do you know French Canadian?
No.
Nah.
Oi. I am from Canada.
Yeah, bud.
Poutine and maple syrup. Yeah.
Bud. German. Yeah.
What was that one movie you watched, the crime one with the Fargo, where they were like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy from Minnesota.
Putting a hit on my wife, oh yeah.
German Minnesota. Are you just trying to be Amish?
The Minnesotan people say yeah a lot.
Yeah.
Or like either yes or yeah. Or yeah.
Yeah, watch the movie Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll-
Put your
Oh,
voice down
jeez.
lower and you might become John Wick.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Oh, they do say
jeez.
OGs. They say OGs.
Oh jeez.
Well, it might just be. It's probably just a stereotype, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny.
Hey,
They do in the movie.
any anti-stereotypers in the chat or any Minnesotans, chuck us at the hit us up.
Yeah. else in the-
Yeah,
this
who else?
guy?
There was Giancarlo Esposito was in it,
Yeah.
and I could probably look it up, but I can't be bothered.
This cop guy and then the Mac Miller type guy.
Oh, the guy who passed away. Yeah.
That's not Mac Miller, is it?
No, it's because this movie was dedicated to him at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
He died
Angus
for real
Cloud.
in the movie.
Nah. Oh yeah, nah. Wait, why did you fucking spoil it?
No, I'm making a joke. You spoiled it by saying it's a spoiler.
You literally went.
I'm not a part of this.
All right, cut that out,
Then
bro. You
cut
can't
it.
just say it.
Hey.
Couldn't.
$1 joke. $1 joke. You gotta pay for that $1 joke.
Yeah,
Are
you
we
can
having
cut
a
that part
joke
out and put it
jam
in the premium.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Angus Cloud, yeah, was in this movie. That's kind of it. It's a pretty small cast.
Yeah, it's because they're in a small space.
Yeah, small house.
Itty bitty.
So the premise of the movie, and it's kind of fucking annoying. Like, I get why they would, but like the trailers give away the entire fucking twist of the movie,
Yeah.
which is kind of dumb because I don't know. I feel like once you know it like none of the stuff building up to the reveal of the vampire girl
Mm-hmm.
is super interesting because you already know what's gonna happen because it's the whole fucking marketing around it is a vampire ballerina or whatever. Yeah, so it's like a group of criminals have to take a hostage for 24 hours
Until they find out.
until they find out she's a vampire, and then shenanigans will happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you like the movie?
I thought it's a bit of fun, but it's not amazing or nothing. I just thought, yeah, fun movie, but it has its a bit cliche moments at times. I'm like, yeah, there's a bit of cliche thing in it. But while I was in the theater, I thought, yeah, good watch.
Cool.
And
what
then the
about-
funny
yeah,
thing
oh,
was,
yeah.
I was like, there was only 2 people in the theater. It
Oh.
was me and some other guy. I
Oh,
was in
that's
the
me.
middle. Other guy was at the corner for some reason.
Wait, did you see it, Kino?
Yeah,
Yeah. Which cinema?
one.
Oh, so it's the
wanted to
biggest
be a
cinema in the fucking thing.
The other guy's at the
As close
back.
to the exit as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, one guy's at the back corner. I guess he's scared or something.
Man.
Why would you be at the back corner?
Wouldn't you want like the middle or some shit?
It's
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
Maybe he's jacking off.
I don't know.
Wouldn't you jack
Was it
off at
during the
front?
like middle of the day?
It was 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, Saturday 9. No one's there.
Really? Damn. Guess this movie maybe
No
it's
one
not doing
wants to
well.
watch this movie.
Like I saw it Friday the
Yeah.
the night before, and it was like not the most packed, but like there was still quite a few people there in Cinema
Yeah.
One as well.
It was literally
One day drop off immediately. Yeah. What about
I
you?
don't know, I would say I wasn't too hyped in the lead up to this by the premise of it,
Yeah.
and that was sort of about it. Yeah, it sort of it happened.
How
Things
was
happen in
your
this
cinema
movie.
experience?
It was it happened.
Did you go and see the
Yeah,
Village?
yeah.
Peter? Yeah.
I just
Were you the one guy? It
Was
is
I the
cinema
one
in
guy
the
who told
corner.
us?
You go at 9
He's
p.m.
from to
on
avoid
Saturday. I
you.
don't think so.
Yeah, I made sure to bring a sock.
Yeah.
To hide from the CCTV cameras.
I put the sock on my head. Don't ever know who I am. But only after I do it, and then I put it on my.
Smart thinking, you know.
Yeah.
Disappear.
And then I went to the hairdresser this morning so that I could get my hair washed. Obviously.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes. It makes sense.
Okay. And did I like this movie? Unfortunately,
You
I
hate
didn't
it.
really. I kind of hate it a little bit. Like there was stuff I liked all of the horror stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I like when people were getting attacked. Let's just say that.
That's the fun stuff.
That's the fun stuff. And like there's some really cool like visual stuff. If you just want to see like people get covered in blood and shit, this is that's the movie.
Yeah.
This movie really reminded me of I don't know if you might have seen this one. It's Quentin Tarantino, From Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah,
Maybe I watched it.
yeah.
I don't remember.
He's actually in the movie as well as like co-directed with Robert Rodriguez. But that's the one about the criminals. You got to do this thing, but then there's a reveal that oh no, they're doing stuff with vampires. Which I feel like if you kind of think it is kind of the plot of this movie.
Kind of the same thing.
So this is a little bit different because it's like little girl hostage and ballerina. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't get that. Like I get that's the whole thing. You make it quirky and weird. It's ballerinas. Like that's how it's unique and whatever. It's a gimmick. I hated it. I fucking hated it. Every time I'd hear the Black Swan theme, bro, I got angry. There was like a rage inside me, bro.
Yeah, he hates the Black Swan. Who made that song? The guy. That one guy.
I don't know.
That old fuck.
There's a really good movie there called Black Swan. Natalie Portman, and it's like a ballerina thriller thing.
See, I had the opposite reaction while listening to that.
You got excited.
No, not excited.
You're happy.
When I first heard the movie, I was like, sounds pretty good in this empty cinema. So when it comes up, I'm like, nice.
So, but wait, what about when it kept coming up? They kept using it as her theme. Every time she'd appear, they start playing the Black Swan theme song.
True that.
Yeah.
Well, I was enjoying the sound system.
No, that's fair. But yeah, by herself, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Sunny in the background. Yeah.
Doing it. Oh, well, Black Swan? Wow.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Every time
the
it
music came on, I had a tingle down my spine.
Well, this stuff was there. Yeah, that's kind of like it as far as stuff I like, to be honest. It was just like the horror stuff.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't really like any of the characters.
Yeah, they all kind of suck.
I thought the acting wasn't good.
No.
Yeah,
Maybe the main character.
I feel think like the whole storyline with the main character, it's shit.
Yeah, well, I'll come back to that quickly. But in just terms of acting, I think the main character was fine, and I think the cop dude was also probably the best.
Yeah.
I didn't think the others acting wise were good. And bear in mind, I love Catherine Newton so much, but I don't know. I didn't like her in Quantumania either, if you remember. So like, I don't know.
Roles. Is it just the roles are shit?
Probably. To some extent.
No, I also think it's just the acting wasn't good either.
Yeah.
I think the role, I don't think any of the writing was good, but in just terms basic first off acting, right? I just don't think it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe we can have differences, you know.
Yes.
But I just did not buy them at all.
You don't think they are really Mac Miller?
August Cloud's character was fucking nothing. He does nothing in the fucking movie, but we'll get into that.
It's
I guess.
Literally my image of Mac Miller in my head, but visualized in reality. But not Mac Miller.
Yeah. He kind of, I don't know. Does he look like Mac Miller? I don't
He's
really
a white
look
man with a buzz cut and a beard, and he talks like a druggo.
Yeah, you might know him from Euphoria. That's his big role.
Oh.
And I don't think he's really done much outside that one.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe it's a directing thing as well, because like I don't know, his performance is just like I don't know, be boring. That's kind of the way I saw it.
Yeah.
And Catherine Newton's character was just like be weird. And the Elon Musk looking guy is like be dumb.
Yeah, see, it's the writing also is just like basic character traits with nothing, right?
But like an actor's performance can elevate the material, you know what I mean? And I guess that's also like I don't think they did that.
Sure, it's both sides.
Because in terms of like actual like most of Verara's character was bland as fuck, but also like her performance was fine, I think. You know what I mean?
Any point worth mentioning that this principal photography was delayed because of the strike back then?
The photography?
The photography doesn't really affect the like that.
Does that just make the shoots later?
Later.
Yeah.
I mean, does that play a role?
No, if they shot it during the actual strike, then it would have been
they didn't have
different
a photography
because then that means they can't change the script at all. But if they shot it after the strikes, that means they can change the script. Like how that works and whatever they can, And then they can, And it also doesn't really affect the directing. What? I mean, It's like the actor strike, and then everyone goes back to work. They're like, I don't want to be here. Is that like the vibe?
Maybe. The strike in our heads.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah. I don't know. But you guys seem to like the acting more than me anyway. So like,
but it was nothing to speak home about.
Yeah, it's not like I liked it. I just thought they did the roles because the roles were not... They did not have depth.
I guess let's talk about the writing a bit then. Yeah, I thought the fucking criminals were all pretty fucking boring. Also, just like unlikable and like they kind of have to go. Oh well, they're unlikable, but we've got to make them likable because there's worse things in the movie,
like
and I'm
vampire.
like,
no, but the vampire is the most likable one.
I don't really like the vampire either. Well, I mean, it's a fucking... The vampire has nothing to do... Like, the vampire also is boring. Like, there's nothing to the vampire.
This ballerina when the black swan goes up.
And I'll get... Well, they kind of give her more, but it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
But in a way that I didn't like it, though. I didn't like what they did. Like, I just don't like anything really about the writing.
To it, really.
They kind of go in, like, to a weird... I'm going to make a comparison to another movie, but I'll do it in the spoilers. Because, like, during the cinema, I literally went, this is another movie to the person I was watching it with.
They because said, shut
up. Yeah. Anyway. In terms of stuff, like, we can talk about. Just, like, there's no substance to any of the characters, really.
Yes.
The fucking... Oh, there's a scene I found really awful where they... 90% of the writing is just exposition.
True.
It's like, oh, this is who I am, this is why I am here, but also let's do that again because we're all criminals, so this is not always who we are. So like we're probably playing double roles or whatever. And then also the villain does a big monologue and goes, this is why I'm here and this is what I'm doing in the middle of the movie. And I was like, okay.
Cheers.
There's a stupid fucking scene that I hated that immediately made me dislike the main character, where she goes around going, I can read all of you, you're blah, 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 you're blah, blah, blah. And I was like, shut the fuck up, this is so pretentious. Like, genuinely, and she was never likable to me for the rest of the movie because of that scene. I'll tell you that much. Also, her whole motivation doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's a little bit stupid because she's like, well, they give it. I think they give it away in the trailer, so I'm just say it anyway. She has a kid, but she's also doing all this shit, and they're like, oh yeah, maybe she's like providing for family, whatnot. But the whole premise of the thing is like she's kidnapping a kid, and I guess she's sort of uncomfortable with it, but not really.
And also, she hasn't been seeing the kid,
her
kid, so she's not really providing for the kid.
And there are characters that'll be like, I'm not comfortable in this situation, I'm leaving. She's not one of those characters. She's chill with kidnapping the kid.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. It's... And they didn't really flesh out her like her mother-son thing really. So I'm just like I don't really know what's going on with that dynamic. I'm just got to go with the assumption of I guess
chilling,
she's like really needs the money. Do you really need $7 million though? I don't know. It's like
also held hostage, and they're asking for money, so she's taking another kid hostage to get the money.
So that's gonna come in the prequel. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Her character arc is such just generic, like the last survivor. Oh, give it away. Cut that part out. Cut that part out. I think her, like, I guess story arc or whatever is just like super generic horror shit that. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't really like it. I really think that, like, I guess in terms of the characters that are more interesting, I think the police dude is probably the most interesting, just because he has more shit going on. And I'm gonna be completely honest, like, I don't really get the movie's perspective on him, because, like, in terms of, like, they're all unlikable, right? They're all doing bad things, but in terms of, like, oh, there's a worse threat, right? Isn't he doing the right thing by the end of the movie then?
But he became bad because he
we can't I mean, they're all, actually, that's what, like, it's hard to talk about that. That's possibly, hard to talk about this.
That's the simple answer from the movies. He became bad.
But, like, there's worse things than him in the movies, the implication, right? Because there's something that they talk about that doesn't show up much. That they're like, oh, this is a really bad thing. There's a lot of tales about this thing. It's really bad. So I assume that's the big threat of the thing. And then this guy is like, he never really changes the point of, like, he's always opposed to that threat. And he doesn't change that. So isn't he the good guy? Like,
movie confused.
But then because they really want to do, because he, I guess, opposes someone else in the movie, and they wanted to make that character sympathetic. But there's no reason to really be sympathetic, because that character isn't that also, like, the second worst threat in the movie? This is really hard to talk about with being vague, but it's like, and there's characters that, like, appear like, this character in particular I'm thinking of towards the end, right? They'll suddenly make them a sort of good guy for some reason. I feel it's because they're portrayed initially as it's hard to talk about. Actually, I'll talk about it in spoilers. Okay, we'll come back to that. But I didn't like the way they try to, like, kind of switch up what's going on.
True that part.
And then they try to make it emotional at the end, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
You gotta feel things, bruh. Feel the black soul.
All I felt was anger. I thought Giancarlo Esposito was super underutilized.
They probably didn't have enough money to bring him
more as that,
I mean,
hello.
This is like a studio movie, right? Like, it's not like
maybe it's busy.
And they saved so much on the budget with shooting it in just one fucking house.
True.
Like, I don't think this movie. I assume this movie wasn't that expensive. Surely, like, under 50 mil or something, right?
Sure.
I don't know what's up with them, man. They just didn't want the guy in the movie.
I don't know. We'll get to that, probably more spoilers as well. Just, I have a lot of problems with the writing. To the point where I was just like, nah, I'm not really vibing with it. I think the movie's shot okay, like, fine. There's nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Swan music.
I like, so I guess visuals is what I liked mostly, because they have, like, cool, like, scenes with, like, violence and gore, and, like, it's very over the top, super
nice blood.
grimy, and and I like that. That's kind of, I guess, like, the aesthetic of the movie is nice, I guess. Looks kind of like piss sometimes.
Because it got that indoor lighting with the old dimension.
But I respect that. It's respectful piss. Yeah.
That true, man.
Yeah. I don't know. If I just wanted to watch people get attacked by a vampire, maybe that would have be okay. But I guess I wanted more out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a movie ain't just about vampire. That's called
I guess,
a vampire book.
Yeah. You speaking facts? For real?
Okay,
real?
that is true. Movies aren't all about vampires.
But yeah, aren't like your typical slasher films a bit dumb like that?
Yeah.
Is this a slasher film? Can it be in that?
Yeah, but they also they make frustrating choices. And I guess if I don't like stuff, I don't know, I'm probably going to look down on it more because the stuff that I really didn't like that, I don't know.
Or it portrayed itself as not a slasher film. Then
I thought this movie was also too long, even for a slasher. Like, because the stuff I liked was like the slasher elements, I guess, where people would die or were like getting attacked and you know how a slasher works.
Yeah. I guess it.
But all the stuff around it was just really fucking
it didn't
annoying. Yeah.
Like if I think about like Soul, that's like funny slash.
I'm also I'm just not super into the vampire ballerina premise at all.
He hates ballerinas.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't like the ballerina shit. I didn't like when she's doing fucking twirling around and all that.
Anything about the vampire? It's just they gimmick the thing that she does.
Yeah, and I found it annoying, like to the point where it's overbearingly annoying.
Although, like some of her attacks are kind of ballerina moves. That's a bit of fun, but nothing like it doesn't pertain to her identity in the story, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I want her to be a ballerina, but daddy said no or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, she actually is a ballerina because in the movie they show. Yeah, they should have done more with that. It could be the thing. Or like they're like, oh, maybe we should defeat her with the ballerina tactics or some shit. Right? Take her shoes off. Now she can't walk.
Yeah.
Break her legs.
I don't know. There's some moments, I guess, that are fun bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just. It's maybe like really. Like, I have really big problems with the ending, maybe. It's just like that. Because like an ending can change, the perspective of the movie. And I guess the ending's infuriating, annoying because they try to do something greater with it, I guess. By giving it like some emotional weight or whatever. That wasn't like just not working.
That's why they should have got Morbius in.
Yeah. Well, so I guess with slasher movies, like if I'm watching like Friday I was thinking of Nightmare on Elm Street while I was saying Friday the 13th. But like movies like that where it's like I'm watching a bunch of unlikable people. Yeah, like fuck, I'm dying. My words are not working.
Not again.
Unlikable people are being killed by like this creature or whatever.
Yeah.
If like the creature is like cool, if it's like fucking Jason from Friday the 13th, so I'm like, yeah, cool, go Jason.
But, you hate kids.
Even though the Friday the 13th movies aren't really good, but anyway. I didn't like the fucking vampire ballerina anyway, so like it didn't. So like nothing worked for me. It was like not. Yeah. But you might have had. I think you've probably had more fun with it. I did. Like
I guess I had more sympathy for the ballerina.
Even though it's stupid.
In a past life.
Maybe I was.
All right. Is there anything else not a spoiler we can talk about before going to spoilers?
Nutcracker.
Who's the Nutcracker?
Isn't that? Oh, that's or is it a ballerina thing?
I thought that was a Christmas thing.
Oh. No, like the Nutcracker, like the fucking the show.
Oh yeah. Is the Black Swan part of that?
Probably not.
But... crossover event.
Were they both Tchaikovsky?
They sound. That sounds familiar.
From that Russian guy.
Yeah.
Zibidi. Boom.
All right. Can we spoilers?
Yeah, let's go spoiler zone. Spoiler zone.
Yeah. Okay. It's fucking dumb as fuck, right? The vampire girl is a vampire. She's not a It doesn't really make a lot of sense anyway. Why she's like she's not a girl. She's been around for hundreds of years. They say that in the movie.
Yes.
Firstly, why does she look like a little girl? I guess she picked it.
Because vampires don't age, bruh.
Well, they fucking do. She has a dad.
That means her dad turned when he's an adult. If you turn when you're a kid, you stay a kid.
probably stay as a kid.
Yeah.
That's true. Also, she's actually not a kid though. She's still been around for 200 years.
Yeah, but she's pretending to.
But so I feel like the movie's just like, cause she's a kid, we have to. She has to be likable at the end, so we have to sympathize with her, and they're gonna do a team up, the mom and daughter sort of vibe.
That thing is supposed to be like the payoff of her at the beginning, be like, "My dad hates me," bit.
I'm gonna be completely honest. That stuff like did not really work because I was just like,
really
she could be lying. Also, like, there's a huge disconnect because nobody's telling the truth. Isn't that the whole fucking point?
The main character said to the screen, "I
believe her." And so it's like we gotta believe her.
Precocious child never lie.
Yeah. Even though isn't like the first thing she did try to turn them against each other or something. Yes. So she was like, I don't know. And then, I don't fucking know the relationship with this the father and daughter. The dad comes at the very end, and there's like nothing.
It was Matt Smith going, "It's moment time."
I generally was like thinking, where are they gonna get? Is this gonna connect to something? My mind was like, is this gonna be a cameo to do with another movie that I've seen recently?
Matt Smith, to be honest, because the guy almost looks like him.
Yeah. Also, I thought it was gonna be Dracula.
Rawr.
Because he goes like, "I've gone by many names," and then proceeds to not name any names at all. What the fuck was that? That was a stupid ass line. I was really like, okay, he's gonna listen Dracula and Nosferatu or some shit. He just says nothing. He just goes, "I've been known by many names."
He's Morbius.
It's like, cool, dude.
You might have heard the name Morbius. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And I'm gonna I didn't really feel like he was a vampire crime. Like, isn't he the whole cool thing about him is he's a vampire crime lord?
Yeah.
But I feel like there's
nothing crimey
about him.
Why do you want him wearing chains and shit?
Yeah, put him in a fucking.
But maybe some more of a,
Maybe like the Godfather. Give him a Godfather type look. You get him to come in and go,
man.
"I'm an old man and gabagool."
Yeah, gabagool.
I don't know.
I think they were going for the Matt Smith look.
Yeah, why? I don't know.
Morbius.
I think bad thing there. Yeah. In the middle of the movie, she gives like a big villain monologue of like, "This is why I'm here, this is why you're here," and then does the jigsaw thing and goes, "You're from this crime thing and you're connected to this, you're connected to this." It was just fucking Jigsaw. And then and then I realized, oh, it's fucking it's Saw 2. It's the movie Saw 2.
With no souls.
But no,
See, yeah, that's the other bad thing. It's like we all get the information about our main characters from the vampire as exposition dialogue, and then they're like, "Yeah, that's me," and then do nothing about it.
Yeah,
nothing was expanded about that character within the movie.
Yeah.
See, if we were to rename this film to be more accurate, it wouldn't be Saws, it would be Jaws.
True. True, because the Jaws be Morgan. And Biden.
Imagine the shark swimming up to you just going
with their fins, bruh.
Nice.
Crazy, yeah. So like character writing was shit, and
I hate it every time that some character would be like, "I know all about you. This is who you are."
That whole thing was to make the, what do you call it? So when she said, "I believe you" to the vampire girl, we're supposed to say, "Okay, we believe you," because for saying "I believe you," because she could read people. But then she got bamboozled.
Yeah.
But I guess she somewhat believes that one bit about the father. Because she's like, I can tell lies, but that one's real. Got him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's get into the fucking good versus evil sort of vibe of this movie, right? So you got the cop dude, right? And he is, I guess, worse than the other criminals to some extent. Whatever. That's kind of the.
Seems like he's smarter, not worse.
Yeah, but more of a bad guy, isn't he? Like, because he has like,
I guess,
connections
morally.
to the thing.
Connections to what?
Didn't he have like connections to the crime dude or something?
Well, he was undercover cop who got in too deep, then he got out, but then now he just does crime.
I don't know.
His connection. He had the connection with the Mr. Carlo.
Yeah.
In the movie, because Carlo got the connection with the vampire.
Yeah. Also, Giancarlo Esposito literally was in there with the cameras and shit. That's fucking Saw. That's literally Saw 2. Okay. So yeah. So then Giancarlo Esposito is like, yo, I'm gonna bite you, and then let's go fucking fuck up the vampire because
the boys.
She's a fucking evil vampire, right? I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
And I'm gonna do my own thing. But I'm like, he's still gonna take out the big bad, right? That's the whole vibe. He's gonna become the new big bad or whatever. But like, I don't think that's much worse than, like, is that meant to be worse than the current big bad?
They're trying to.
But I don't know much about the big bad other than he's a bad guy.
Kill our main girly because he's hungry.
Well, I think everyone wants to kill everyone in this fucking movie by the end. Like, yeah. Okay, like, yeah.
Although, to be fair, he did say, go run away now.
He did as well.
But she got stuck, so.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then I guess little girl Abigail teams up with main character to take him out. But, like, why? Why would you team up with the vampire? Just because she looks like a little girl? She's also
because
fucking evil.
They made a deal. They made a pinky promise.
Like a pinky... Oh, fucking stupid ass shit.
That, yeah.
No, I remember that, but it's stupidly motivated. Like, she's also fucking evil. And I don't really think she's a lesser of two evils because you're told this story about this famous hitman who's been, like, brutally murdering people. So isn't she the worst? Also, the bad guy can't do any of the vampire, like, much of the vampire shit because he only just became a vampire. So she's just more powerful than him straight up.
But
so she's clearly the worst.
When she was getting sucked out, she lost the power, bruh.
Oh, that's the other thing I fucking hated. It's just like felt like there was no gravity to anyone getting their blood drank in this movie because it was like, maybe you'll die, maybe you won't. Because apparently, like, they're not finished sucking the blood out or whatever. You need to get fully drained or some shit.
But that makes sense. I know that about vampire lore. Or, like, most vampire lore in media.
Yeah.
I guess they just expect you to know.
Stupid. Because then it's like, no one's gonna die at any point because it's like, no one's...
Except for those who did die.
Yes.
Well, at the end...
If you get beheaded, that's fine. I get that. But, like, yeah. Also, Melissa Rivera sustains, like, pretty severe injuries, but she just, like, walks it off at the end and she's fine. Like, I don't know. That's kind of dumb.
It was only a little stab.
She got fucking bitten in the neck by the bad guy. Yeah, and she's just like, fine, it's fine. It's okay.
A little bite.
Yeah.
Mosquito bite.
She doesn't even feel pain in her shoulder at all. Like, I don't know.
She got the adrenaline going to walk. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, and then I guess the main villain, like, they kill that guy for not really, like, no, I still don't really think he's just as bad as everyone else in the fucking movies, kind of the vibe. And then the dad comes in, and I don't really fully get the dynamics between the dad and the daughter. Do we go by what you said at the start, I guess? So they're kind of like a bit awkward because he's a bit mean or whatever.
But then at the end he was like, hey, I'm here for you. Now, haha.
Yeah, that line, like, pissed me off when she was like, well, she was here and you weren't here. Remember she says that? Yeah, that's because you took her fucking prisoner in your house.
Yes.
Of course she's there. You trapped her in your house to eat. What? That line makes no actual fucking sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
If you think about it in the grand scheme of things.
And the dad did fucking come. So, like, what's your fucking...
She's talking about in general.
And why would the dad assume that the daughter's in trouble? Because apparently she does this on the regular against people and traps in the house.
Carlo called him up, remember?
Did he?
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, so the plan is, cop man.
I called the guy and he'll come.
The guy will come. We'll also kill
him.
Then
even more to the point, he showed up. He came.
But not in the daughter's request.
Yeah, because the daughter didn't request it. So,
He's just not there.
so
in
none of
general,
that
man.
just that stupid ass line doesn't
It
make
is a
sense.
stupid line. And then he goes, haha, I'm here now.
Also, if he was Big Crime Plus, I don't think he would have let the main character go. Ain't no way. She's seen too much.
But he's Morbius.
But it's fine because she was there. And that's all they need. She was there.
Yeah. That end scene do be bad.
Do you want to add anything? Because I'm done. That was it. That was my rant.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, they did try to make the cop man worse, or not better, but more like unlikable because he kept saying, "Oh, you fucking Drago, fucking be a mother, you dog, fuck off, you."
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know much about her. She could be as bad as he's saying. I don't fucking know.
They
It's like
just made him seem like, oh, he hates Dragos. All right.
Yeah, like, which is also something they would say in Saw, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's some Saw type shit.
Fucking junkie bad.
Where Jigsaw does not see the difference between a junkie and like an actual evil person. Yeah.
Go step yourself. This dubious soul, but a vampire.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe she treats her son like shit. Like, who the fuck knows? Because I don't know much about her relationship with her son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. The movie doesn't really explain their situations very well.
Yeah.
It doesn't give us something to empathize to.
They didn't even do like the flashback fucking montage of quick cuts that they do in Saw to explain what's been going on. Yeah.
Speaking of like flashbacks, there's that one flashback from the Fallout show that they kept showing, and every time it shows up, I do a little heh in my head. Or just more like, oh, the flashback again? Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll get to that in Fallout. Yeah.
Those are my thoughts on this movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeppo.
That's their final verdict.
Verdicts. You know, this movie had some fun stuff, blood, gory stuff. Vampire, go fly, do ballerina. Jack hates ballerinas.
I do. In the context of the movie.
We like those things. But you know, the story's pretty dumb. The characters aren't good. They're quite unlikable, but in a unlikable because they don't make sense type of way. And you know, sometimes they're made to be bad, but I guess that's the only thing. They're generically bad.
You don't make no goddamn
But
sense.
when I watched it, I thought that's a movie. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 5.5.
I agree with that. You could like turn your brain off and like laugh at how bad it is. Maybe 5.5.
Yeah, I wish I was able to do that, but I couldn't.
You hate the whole thing.
I did fall asleep a little bit there.
Oh yes.
When she was monologuing.
Okay.
Okay.
When she was mugging.
That's why you didn't empathize, bro. You missed all the information.
I was going, oh, she's explaining during a Jigsaw speech. Nah. I heard a little bit, you know. I got the gist. I got the vibe.
What
did you give it, sir?
5. Actually, I'll give it a 5.
I
had no
Well, guess what I'm going to give it? I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Oh.
Okay,
Like, it's got some fun slasher stuff. And maybe it could be good, bad at times, possibly. But I don't know.
Maybe.
I just didn't like really anything about it. I wasn't even keen on the concept. Like, from the trailer, I think if you watch the trailer and you think that it looks interesting from the trailer, you might like the movie. Because I think the trailer is the movie, I feel.
Just watch the trailer, don't watch the movie.
Yeah, you could. And I didn't really like the trailer, so I didn't like the movie. I knew what it did not rise to higher expectations.
One thing they didn't do in this movie, the black guy didn't die first. It was Mac Miller.
Wait, stop spoiling the fucking movie.
This is unimportant information, bro.
You know, you just spoiled who dies first. You literally said that.
Well, Mac Miller wasn't important.
That's important, bro. He's part of the whole cast.
He did nothing.
All right, just cut this out. Cut this out.
Damn. All right.
All right. Let's talk about Fallout TV series.
Fallout.
Yeah, the boys, Fallout boys.
You know,
Fallout Boys.
this show. When I first watched the first episode, I thought pretty Fallout, but I get that they're trying to do the funny Fallout, uh, over the top funnies and a bit irony here and there. But I thought, almost cringe. But then when it goes along, I accepted it. I was like, okay, not as cringe. Pretty Fallouty. So at the end, I quite liked it. It turned out alright.
Yes, a
Yeah.
good show.
I thought I enjoyed the show, yes.
Yeah.
Good. I don't have much of a background in Fallout. Pretty much none at all. But
War never changed.
War never changes.
Whatever changes.
We
But
do some
what?
one-liners.
Maybe I should start getting into Fallout.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, let me look at this Fallout 4 shit. And apparently Fallout 4 is like the worst one. But yeah, it's the only one available.
New Vegas.
It's only Fallout 4 and the other one. Fallout 76 are the only ones on PlayStation.
Oh, damn. Well, apparently 76 is getting better with the updates from last year.
I heard reviewers being like, oh, it's reached the highest player count ever in its history,
Okay.
Fallout 76. Because people are going, that's the most recent one, so I'll play that.
Okay.
And then reviewers have covered out and re-reviewing the game going, no, this is still bad. Don't play this one. Go and play a different Fallout game. Because a lot of people will probably be thinking that's what Fallout's like, 76.
I'd say Fallout 4 is the closest thing to the show.
Yeah.
Like, not graphics, but visual-wise.
Yeah. Definitely not graphics. Fallout, Bethesda's graphics have always been shit.
Yeah.
Bethesda,
And probably
best company.
lore up-to-dateness-wise, Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Even though the show does combine all the lore.
Apparently, it confirms one of the endings through this. And this is canon to the games, by the way, so it's all part of a single continuity, apparently.
Because there's
until they decide to
one
retcon
world, and they kept. I think every game they just keep building on the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my experience with Fallout's pretty limited. It's been that free to play game Fallout Shelter.
Yeah.
And and a bit of Fallout
Like
3 and a bit of Fallout 4 back in the day.
There was a bus stop. Check out Unholy.pod on Instagram.
Yes.
Actually, like, I'm not a big fan of like Bethesda games, like gameplay wise. Like, I probably wouldn't. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I was looking at gameplay for Fallout 4, and I'm like, I wouldn't probably play it. I don't know if I would play it. It doesn't.
I mostly
unless they fixed the game, because apparently it was like pretty broken when it came out.
Like
Fallout, everyone in there.
I just like to use the VAT system. You know the VAT system.
Yeah.
You just target shit.
Yeah.
It's more like an RPG that way.
Yeah, because they kind of converted it to more of a first-person shooter.
But yeah,
the traditional stuff is like
FPS shit, kind of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, totally.
Have you played Skyrim?
I played a bit of it. It was alright. Because I was playing in VR, and to be honest, like, it looked really ugly, so I was like...
it's pretty old.
I don't know, yeah.
Yep,
they keep updating it with, like, graphical enhancements and shit.
Edition, 2025 edition.
Yeah.
From a game in 2013 or something.
Yeah, but the next Elder Scrolls is actually coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out.
They haven't said anything about a new Fallout game yet, though.
Yeah.
I really like this show, by the way. That was what I was getting at. I think it was really good. From what I've seen of the Fallout games, I thought it captured the tone. Like, even the Fallout games are kind of at times a little bit cringy. I don't know if you've looked back on like older stuff.
Over the top, kind of goofy with the evil and the characters.
Yeah. So like, I thought this like fit that tone of like I think it had a good balance of like the humor, the more like grittier post-apocalyptic shit, and like all of that. I thought that was done really well. I think in terms of the way it adapts a video game, it's really interesting because it's like it kind of fits within that. You've got your main quest, you got your side quest, and sometimes characters will get distracted and go on a bit of a side quest, go back and do the thing. And it kind of feels like game protagonists doing like role playing a little bit.
Yeah, because in the games you can choose many, I guess, routes to complete your game, to complete the story at least. And in the show, you have multiple characters going different routes
Yeah.
to achieve the goal. So that's a parallel to that.
Yeah.
Interestingly.
And I thought that was done like very well,
Mm-hmm.
and probably the best way that you can do something like that. And it is straight up first props, original story.
Yeah.
Like we watched Last of Us, and like I don't know if you guys remember, I wasn't like I liked Last of Us, the TV show, but I wasn't like super crazy about it as much as people were.
That's why the best episode in that show was the original episode.
Yeah, with the guys in the
guys.
town or whatever. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Yeah, so like that show, like honestly, like could it be bad unless they fucked it up majorly?
Yeah,
like that show was always going to be good, but this one was like an actual risk, and I think they nailed it. Like I think the directors and writers really understood, and apparently they're big fans of the franchise. So like, and I think you can tell
you need fans of the franchise really to capture it.
I don't think there was like any like also like any like fan service. It all felt like just you'll see stuff that you like, but it's part of the world. It like really feels like just.
Well, I guess there's a bit of some lines they'll quote the games.
The war, whatever changes. That was fan servicey, but like it did put a smile on my face. I know it was like
it makes sense in the context.
And the context you used, it was actually huge though. Like that part is part of this game also takes like massive risks in some of the storytelling. Like they'll apparently that's like a huge lore change. I don't really know. We'll get into spoilers, but like
I don't know which part, but okay.
There's a big conspiracy in the show that kind of leads to like some huge lore revelation. But we'll get. But that's definitely spoilers. And I thought that was really interesting. I've heard some people be like it conflicts with lore.
Okay. But it's supposed to be canon, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Some people like I think Todd Howard said it was canon, but I don't know if he knows what he's talking about. He could not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making things up in my head.
Yeah, because he's not like Neil Druckmann, where he's actually involved with them heavily with the making of the thing. We're just there as a producers. But yeah, I thought that stuff was cool. Where were we going? What were we talking about initially?
Oh, we were talking about how the different routes and shit.
Different routes and shit. Yeah, that was super cool. The way they did that. Yeah.
We're talking about
different characters.
Yeah.
I thought all of the characters were like genuinely pretty interesting. Trying to think, was there any weak ones? I don't really think so. I think I liked all of them. Like highlights would be, I reckon, the ghoul.
Ghoul guy.
It was so cool. Lucy, like the main character, the Vault Dweller. I thought her acting was so fucking good. Like she plays like this like naivete, but she's capable as well. So that was like really good. Yeah, Maximus does some things. They could have got a little bit more with him, but I guess.
Bit for Alice in Wonderland journey.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Meet your friends
along the way. Let's see, it's the vibes. Vibes all around. The ending, by the way, it's definitely sets up for season 2. It doesn't really end. I think it wraps up some stuff actually very satisfying to not need to explore much anymore. But there's some stuff that you will definitely need a second season to finish exploring because it's not completely done. I think mainly the ghoul storyline that you need to do more with in the second season, and maybe some stuff with Norm. If you remember Norm, the brother in the vault.
Oh, Norm.
Yeah, he kind of ends on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Well, I guess the original point of conflict was
Lucy's resolved her thing, and it leads to a sort of new side quest for her.
Yes.
There are the show looks beautiful, like incredible, good old fashioned actual real sets that were definitely used. There are some green screen, and it's pretty noticeable when there are green screen. I think sometimes, but like. That's a minor gripe, I think. I think the show looks really fucking good. Like this is actually genuinely it must have been expensive to make. Like there's no way this was made on a small budget.
Todd Howard put his money. Bethesda money in
Bethesda money.
He put his Bethesda into it?
Yeah.
Yes. Put that Bethesda in there.
Oh, and this, by the way, the show is directed by, I think his name's Jonathan Nolan, who is the director of Westworld, which you might notice because that's about like basically a Western video game and this post-apocalyptic shit and robots and whatever. And he's also, you may know him as the brother of Christopher Nolan, who writes his movies with him. So
he is the Nolan.
He's got a lot of
part
experience in
Nolan
that. Yeah.
fam. He knows what's up.
But yeah, I thought a fucking great show, great looking. Action was actually so like the violence and gore. I love it, man. The creatures, some of the creatures. There's a creature with like fucking like fingers in its mouth or whatever.
Yeah,
That was so gross and weird. I was like, this is awesome, so fucking good. Yeah, I think the writing is like really strong. I think all of the storylines are really interesting as well. I do have a couple of gripes, but they're mostly towards the end. There's some, I won't get into spoilers. There's a romance that I felt didn't feel, I didn't get that chemistry. I feel like it could happen, but maybe not now. I think maybe down the line. It was a bit too quick.
Just sudden.
Yeah, because I liked their like banter and stuff, but it was just like an actual genuine romance. Nah. But they do like set it up that they kind of loosely set up at the very start where she was like, I've never had a serious relationship or something. I was like, yeah, but like that doesn't need to be her focus right now. We could do something else.
Yeah.
But they kind of go in a bit of a love thing. And I just, it kind of falls a bit flat for me and ruins a bit. There's a bit like they actually try to go pretty hard on it in the end episode for like emotional stuff. And I was like, nah, they did it. I loved, the other thing I didn't like is the villain of the show. It's hard to, I guess, it's basis of what you'd watch from the first episode. It sets up a villain.
Yeah.
I didn't like her that much in terms of, like, the MacGuffin thing she's going for.
Yeah.
We'll get into it because it reveals at the end, but I thought it was...
She's been pretty mysterious up until the end.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, this is my deal. Yeah. I'm after this particular thing, and I was just like, oh, this is what it's all been about? Okay, and like the thing, it's important, I guess.
Yeah.
But like not that important. Like it's
like a side quest villain.
Yeah.
But also they're building that up for the next.
It sets up a new villain as well, and I thought that was good.
Yeah.
The actual big revelation to do with that side of it, I thought was perfect. It was really good.
It was just a means to an end, kind of means to another means.
Which is a bit disappointing because like there was mystery around her definitely, and it was like.
And like we got the whole thing. Like it's not maybe spoiler, but she's got a reputation around the world. It seems.
Yeah. So like, there's a mythos to her, you know, and it's like, So should we get some spoilers?
Spoiler zone.
Yeah.
Boy.
All right. I'll just touch on my criticisms to be quick because it's not that much. You already can tell the romance between Lucy and Max. That's what I was talking about. I like their like initial like, yo, you want to have sex or something? That was funny. That was good. But when it became more of like a genuine romance, I was like, I think needs a couple more steps. Like I'm okay with it. It's just like maybe not this early.
They're still on the like a banter stage, but not all the you're really special to me stage yet. Because before that, it's just suddenly Lucy was like, you're the only nice guy I met.
Yeah. That was kind of like.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. But I mean, her standards are pretty low. Yeah. Her previous partner was probably a cousin.
Yes.
Which is a great thing. I like
the next one was the raider guy who tried to kill her. So
yeah.
I guess fair, but damn, girl.
Yeah.
Always the nice guys that get it.
Always the nice guys.
I love her character arc, by the way. How she gets like... it's a pretty simple arc. Like, she's like, Voltzwiller in fish out of water situation. Then she becomes like a survivor or whatever. But like...
And survive.
And how she goes... Her like last line in the show is like, okie dokie. But it was like a hardcore okie dokie. I like that. That's cool.
She still got that vault, You can take the vault dweller out of the vault, but not the vault out of the vault dweller, bro.
Yeah.
That's right.
Also, I didn't really like how the thing was, they were going after the fucking, what was that technology?
The reverse, what's the fusion, reverse
fusion.
Yeah.
because
not reverse, cold fusion because it's blue.
Yeah, I mean, I get why it's important, but like, it's not that. It's not. I want to be cool. I want something cooler to come of it.
Because everyone's like, if you have this, you can basically have control of all the wasteland because you hold the power, literal energy power.
Yeah, literally energy. I thought it. I don't know. I was expecting something a little bit.
More. Big gun, big nuke.
Yeah, maybe a big nuke.
Because
Yeah.
Well, it is a fusion energy thing, so you can make it a nuke.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see if they do something interesting with it in season 2.
There's potential if the Brotherhood takes it. They might just not. They might just make a nuke.
Yeah.
Just be like, infinite fusion energy. What should we do with it? Power the world? Nah, let's make a nuke.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. All right, so let's break down the show a little bit more. So I guess Lucy's main quest is she has to find her father.
Yes.
Because she was taken by the villain.
Moldova.
Yeah.
Moldova.
Yeah, Moldova from the country.
Yeah, the country.
Yeah. So and I thought that was it's pretty basic quest, but like that's actually the sort of quest you'd get in a Fallout game to just go
that's
find
like
someone.
The opening quest.
Yeah.
Like Fallout 4 is guy looking for his son.
Yeah.
Say, where's my son? Sean from that game.
Yeah, Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
But then, like in the game, within that main quest, you go around and you get side quests.
Yeah. She goes on one with the Ghoul Man, and the Ghoul's got his own quest. He's trying to find his family.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I'm actually very interested. I want to see if he does find his family.
And he's the only guy that gets flashbacks or major
flashbacks. Was so fucking good. Like actually great. Like
because he's an older man.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about how good the fucking soundtrack is.
Oh yeah.
Completely forgot.
They got all the Fallout songs. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, great soundtrack. Incredible. Yeah, so he gets a lot of flashback. And it's pretty cool because it's like they structure in a way that like the storylines sort of converge at the end with like you get the flashbacks of him kind of finding out what's going on with his wife's corporation. You get Norm finding out what's in the vault, and you get the Lucy being told what her dad's been up to, and they're all about the same thing. The only one that kind of doesn't fit within that, I guess, is Maximus.
See, his flashback is one flashback that kept being played over and over again.
It reminded me of the Mandalorian. You know how he gets the flashbacks of how he gets rescued by the Mandalorian. It's the same thing.
Here.
Huh?
They didn't do it as bad as they did it here.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's not that bad, but like
it's like every time they mention something to Max, be like, remember when the city was bombed, and he's like,
I think it's more of the thing of like
or like remember when the Brotherhood
when they saved you is kind of I think the vibe because
and they just play the clip of him getting out of the fridge.
Yeah, but he which is that's got to be a reference to Indiana Jones, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that, but like it's funny how they kept playing the same clip over and over.
It is, yeah.
Play something different.
Yeah, but it does not the clip necessarily. Like his story is interesting in the way that like, damn, where's it gonna go? Because he's gonna become a knight.
He's kind of accidentally stumbled.
He's failing upwards.
Yeah, he's failing upwards.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't really have too much in common with the rest in terms of what their storylines are going for. Though, to be fair, I guess the Ghoul storyline isn't really related either. It's just his flashbacks lead up to the thing. And the big revelation is that Vault-Tec were the ones that did the nukes.
Yeah.
And apparently that's very controversial within the Fallout community because it's not meant to be in the law.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's meant to be like China, I think.
That. Yeah, it's just China.
Yeah.
China.
But I think this one's more interesting. Like it's... Because most of the flashback sequences were kind of establishing this like kind of critique on capitalism and like the lengths that the company would go to become the monopoly, right?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the peak critique. Oh, capitalism's so good, we're gonna destroy it so we can be the only thing.
But that's like that is very much in the spirit of Fallout. Fallout's like they're They're a satire on like American culture and shit and post-apocalyptic
they do the ironic
society.
Fuck the commies thing.
Yeah.
In the games.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh yeah, Voltec, mad, we make all the money and we make experiments so we can make more money.
Yeah. And we've got brands like Nuka-Cola and stuff. Like they're pretty, because it's meant to be like America, like in
the best way possible.
And I think that the revelation of the nukes being dropped by Voltec was actually like really fucking good. Like I thought that was a great twist. Like fit within the story they're trying to tell. I don't know about the whole big. I'm focusing on the show,
just retcon that in the next game.
Yeah. They could. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's more interesting for this narrative at least. So like
They'll sneak it in the game and be like, oh, Voltec was funding China to drop the bombs.
Yeah, maybe that's how they could do it, yeah. Or maybe everyone, I guess maybe everyone thinks it was China, but it was always Voltec or something. I don't really know how
this game, I guess, or this show is like the reveal. Oh, it's actually Voltec, bruh.
Yeah. All right, I need to kind of wrap, so.
Yeah, right.
Was there anything else you touch upon? So yeah, the ending of the show, they got the big confrontation with her finding her father, and everyone kind of converges on this point with except Norm's he gets locked in Vault 4 or whatever. Or not Vault 4, sorry, like the first Vault or whatever. 31, yeah.
Because it's the 30 volts.
Yeah,
31, 32, 33. Yeah. And their thing is, I guess, they have the managerial person capsule, whatever.
Which is cool. It was cool seeing the politics of how that worked.
Did you know that the Volts thing, that like every Volt has an experiment type deal?
I didn't know prior to this. Yeah. And I thought that was a cool reveal.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because they're started by scientists.
Yeah. The cray.
And there's just a lot of incest there, apparently. That's the other revelation of the show.
You're gonna quiver out your gene pool in a while.
The biggest revelations was the bombshell, the literal bombshell, and incest. That's real.
One thing about Maximus, he was kind of a dick, to be honest.
Was he? No, I think he was right.
From the start.
He was bullied.
Does that justify him being a dick?
Well, like the other knight was more of a dick to him. So he let the knight die. Yeah, I was fine with that.
Nah.
Why? The guy was a dick.
But Maximus also a dick.
No, I didn't really get that, but okay.
Sure, Maximus bullied, sure. He has ambition, so he does the things he requires to get to that shit. Then he goes along. Then the night guy's being a dick, be like, fuck you, man. And then he's like, alright, fuck you, die. Sure. I guess that makes sense in the law of the land. Then he goes around acting like he's a victim, even though he's also a dick.
What do you mean? When's he acting like a victim? Maybe you were just thinking about that. I don't know at the time.
Something will come up in my mind.
Okay.
But he's not that much of a nice guy.
Well, he meets the squire and he becomes friends with the squire. But then the squire was like, "Oh, you betrayed."
Bruh.
Yeah, because he's got to lie. That's the way it works.
Then
because the Brotherhood of evil. Bruh. That's the point. Like the Brotherhood of bad.
So base.
The Brotherhood are notoriously bad and they follow that franchise. Like
they have cool suits.
They do have cool suits. The suits looked like the Iron Man Mark 1 type suit, yeah. Let's just quickly talk about the ending of the show. So yeah, confronts the bad guy. I guess the bad guy's got the thing now.
The cold fusion.
Yeah. The dad's kind of like, fuck you guys, I'm going to New Vegas.
Yeah, that's a cool reveal there. Like,
that was a cool reveal.
Vegas is next, baby.
Yeah. And then Ghost and Lucy team up. And then Maximus becoming a knight by failing off with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's yeah. Like, is he going to become evil?
That's the
Brotherhood's
the
bad?
question, right? Because he was invited by Lord Palpatine. He's like, join me. Little let the anger
But also, maybe he's in love with Lucy.
Yeah.
Even though they knew each other for 3 seconds or whatever.
I think he's horny.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's go. Final verdicts.
Fallout show, pretty good for a video game show.
I think it's good. It's just good as a show, right?
And I mean, good as
Yeah.
a show. It does a lot of things right. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8.
Very good one of all time. Very good one of all time. Good one of all time. Go 8.5.
Oh. Yeah. Apart from a couple of things with the finale, I guess I really like this one. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
So 8.5.
8.5.
Total.
Look at that, y'all. That's
You
a
know,
show.
my 2 favorite shows of the year so far have both been Amazon shows. They've been Mr. and Mrs. Smith and this
Oh.
one.
Amazon type of year.
Yeah, Amazon type of year.
Jeff
Jeff
is eating.
Bezos eating good every night.
That's real.
Because he can afford it.
All right. We'll quickly outro. Check us out on TikTok, unholy.pod. Instagram, same thing. If you want to message us, email us, 3unholythings@gmail.com.
Yep.
We're on YouTube, Unholy Trinity.
Oh, yeah.
We're on Discord. Link in bio.
Link in bio,
Link in bio.
Pussy in bio.
And we're somewhere else probably. Oh, we're on Spotify and
Yes,
Apple
yeah.
Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Unholy Trinity, movies, magic, and more, or something.
Movies and magic.
Movie magic and more. More movie magic. coming
Next
to you
week
soon.
we'll be doing 2 movies. We'll be doing Challenges, the Zendaya movie, and we'll do I was gonna say Fallout again. Fall Guy. No,
The Fall
yeah,
Guy.
the Fall Guy. Not Fall Guys. It's a
Ryan
video
Gosling.
game.
Right,
The
I'm
Ryan
going,
Gosling.
why?
Yeah. All right. See you guys next week.
Bye, bye,
Bye
bye, bye.
bye.